As my first video, I thought there were some movies I wanted to review from last year, and I just thought there would be no way to really catch up properly on it. So I just decided to do a top 2014 best of video. There were a lot of movies that I really loved this year. A lot that didn't even make the list, but I think that are just as good as these movies. But if I had to take it down, it was really hard. I wanted to do a top 10, but it was too much. There was too many good movies that I saw this year. So I did a top 14 in honor of 2014. So without further ado, my number 14 of the year is...
There are chefs that cook food that they believe in.
Be an artist on your own time. It's my restaurant.
So you're threatening to fire me now?
It's what I'm prepared to do if you don't cook my menu.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm lost.
You're never going to be happy cooking for someone else.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna laugh.
Tony, Carl's got a taco truck.
For real?
Look here, like you guys are having so much fun.
Dad got me a knife.
What?
He says I love you.
Chef, rated R. In select theaters Friday.
Chef, directed by and starring Jon Favreau, was a movie I was really looking forward to this year. As a director and actor, he was always somebody I really liked. Swingers, especially also the first Iron Man. I think what he did with that was just great. And seeing Robert Downey Jr. have a cameo in Chef was great. But overall, I always really liked food culture. It was always something that really interests me on top of film. So this was just a film that I really enjoyed watching.
She's not just my girlfriend, we're partners.
This is fantastic. Got a hit record.
This summer,
You're Dave Cole.
Yes.
Would you mind taking a photograph?
every ending
I don't know what to say.
I loved him like a fool.
is a chance to begin again.
To hell with him. Let's record an album. And the city is our studio.
Rolling Stone raves Begin Again hits the summer sweet spot. It's irresistible, funny, and romantic.
If we get arrested?
Keep rolling.
Begin Again, rated R. Select theaters June 27th.
I think I originally kind of found out about it basically because of Mark Ruffalo, but it was a movie that I didn't get to catch until it almost came to Blu-ray, but thoroughly enjoyed it. Just watching the whole New York City life in this, it's almost its own character, and I just thought this was a fun little indie flick. So if you're really into music and the making of music, this is a really cool film that I think you'll enjoy.
We arrested these five on Xandar. Apparently, they think they can save the galaxy.
What the hell?
I look around at us, and I see a thief, two thugs, an assassin, and a maniac. But we're not gonna stand by as evil wipes out billions of lives. Oh, yeah. You're welcome. Ain't no thing like me except me.
Who are you?
We're the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Who?
Forget it.
Guardians of the Galaxy. In theaters August 1st.
Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy was something that I was really looking forward to this year. I'm a huge superhero fan, have been my whole life. I don't know if you can really see behind, but I have a Dark Knight poster in my living room, so obviously superheroes are kind of important. But honestly, when I had heard that they were going to make this movie, I had no idea what Guardians of the Galaxy was, along with probably a majority of people. And I was pleasantly surprised. Really seeing Chris Pratt take his career off from this was really cool too. And overall, this just showed that Marvel can take characters that you really don't know about and make you care about them. And it was a great film.
Get me off the grid, now!
They call him the Winter Soldier.
Explain how this country is expected to maintain its national security now that he has laid waste to our intelligence agency.
The price of freedom is high. And it's a price I'm willing to pay.
All right, Cap, I'm in.
The world is a vulnerable place. But we're the best qualified to defend it.
Damn right. Thought you said you were a pilot.
I never said pilot.
Only in theaters April 4th.
I can remember having a conversation with one of my buddies after seeing The Avengers, and we were just talking about all the superheroes and things like that, and he had always told me how Captain America was his favorite. And I always thought Captain America was cool, but this movie changed everything. This guy is a complete badass. There's no doubt about it. After this movie, I don't think anybody will question his character in these movies. But this was really the first movie that I saw that his character really got to shine. I don't think he even did nearly in Avengers like he did in this. I'm not really a big fan of the first Captain America, but this one really, really made me fall in love with the character. It's a great film.
So many battles waged over the years, and yet none of them like this. Are we destined to destroy each other? Or can we change who we are and unite? Is the future truly set?
X-Men Days of Future Past.
X-Men Days of Future Past was my most anticipated superhero film of the year, and it did not disappoint. I don't even know where to begin with this. The cast is incredible, the directing is incredible, but overall, the story of this, to be able to see everybody from the original 3 movies and the First Class be able to be in the same film together was just really, really cool. And I think that to see where the X-Men world goes beyond this is going to be really, really cool to see.
Crash with injuries just occurred, Western and 3rd.
Hello, I'm Louis Bloom. I film breaking news stories.
You got something good for us tonight?
You went inside the house? You even filmed the bodies. This tape is evidence.
Do I have to give it to you?
Is there any reason why you wouldn't?
Start filming. We want all of it. The people who did this, they're still out there.
I think everything you said is a lie.
Nightcrawler. Rated R.
This movie is absolutely insane, but in the best way possible. I've heard people kind of say it's like a little bit of Jake Gyllenhaal's character remind them of Christian Bale in American Psycho, and I really get that. This is just an overall great film, considering that it's almost all filmed at night, and seeing the transformation of how he lost so much weight and really just digs into this character is really cool. If you have not seen this movie, I would definitely recommend it.
I promised my crew a long time ago I'd keep them alive.
I won't fight with anybody else.
Rain's coming.
Best job I ever had.
Best job I ever had. Best job I ever had. Ideals are peaceful. History is violent.
Fury. Rated R. Now playing.
Fury, starring Brad Pitt. This movie was great. I really like World War II movies. Movies that stick out to me, obviously, are Saving Private Ryan, especially. My grandfather was in World War II, so seeing anything really depicted really well is great. And David Ayer, who directed this, huge fan of End of Watch, and knowing that he's directing Suicide Squad really got me excited for Fury. Overall, though, this is just a fantastic film. This really kind of exceeded my expectations. I thought this film would be good, but especially the ending scene just left me with my mouth open. And if you've seen this movie, you clearly know what I'm talking about.
Do you know whose money you're jacking?
Tom Hardy and James Gandolfini will blow you away.
On my money.
Let me take care of it.
In this masterful thriller with a killer twist.
Are you doing something desperate?
The Drop. Rated R. In theaters September 12th.
There's 3 films on my list that I actually drove an hour, excuse me, over an hour to see. The first one up is The Drop. Tom Hardy, and especially the late James Gandolfini, being able to see him on screen one last time was great. This is a great crime drama set in Brooklyn, and Tom Hardy is basically great in anything he does. There's no question about that, but so is James Gandolfini in this role. This is a really, really good movie. This was like a first day pickup on Blu-ray for me. I just actually watched it a couple days ago when I bought the Blu-ray. And if you're really into crime dramas and kind of mystery things like that, this is a really cool film, and I think you'd enjoy it.
All right, Whiplash. 5, 6, and I push people beyond what's expected of them.
Why would you let him get away with what he did to you? Because I want to be great.
I can cut you anytime I want.
You would have cut me by now.
Try me! There are no two words in the English language more harmful than good job.
Whiplash, rated R. Now playing select cities, coming soon to a theater near you.
I had heard nothing but unreal things about this movie before seeing it, so I had really high expectations and it did not disappoint. Seeing Miles Teller and J.K. Simmons on screen and their performances was unreal, and I think that all the Oscar buzz and everything that J.K. Simmons is getting nominated for this and winning is really cool. I hope that he wins an Oscar for it because his portrayal is insane. This is a movie that I think everybody needs to check out. I don't care if you like jazz music or not. If you like film at all, this is a movie that will not disappoint.
The police are here. Tell them I'll be right down.
Today.
She's been murdered, and you think I did it.
Run. Race.
I can barely steer!
Or ride.
Well, hello there, chaps.
To the grandest comedy hit of the year.
Did you just throw my cat out the window?
The Grand Budapest Hotel.
Do you prefer to walk? We're right here. It's very simple. Straight down the Corniche, then left.
Rated R. Now playing.
I think I'll probably get a lot of flack for this one because Wes Anderson, in my opinion, is a director that you love or hate. I don't think there's really a lot in between. I love him as a director. I own most of his movies, not all of them. I just haven't picked them all up yet. But The Grand Budapest Hotel is easily one of his best movies, and just his style. I mean, you can see by the trailer that I put before this video of just the way he directs and everything. I really enjoy it, and I was actually pleasantly surprised of all the buzz this film's getting. Considering it came out in March, typically movies that come out early in the year don't really get buzz like that, but I'm really, really happy because I've been a fan for him for a long time, and I think this is really where people are starting to really accept him as one of the great filmmakers.
What's your name?
Amy.
Oh, Amy?
And you? Who are you?
I'm the guy to save you from all this awesomeness.
Man of my dreams. This man of mine may truly kill me.
My wife disappeared 3 days ago.
You don't know if she has friends, you don't know what she does all day, and you don't know your wife's blood type.
Without a body, their only hope is a confession.
You seen this girl around here?
She wanted a gun.
I know you. I saw you at the volunteer center.
I wanted to help.
Amy's the kind of girl who attracts admirers.
Did you do it?
Did you do it?
Whatever they found, I think it's safe to assume that it's very bad.
This just got very exciting.
You bumped up Amy's life insurance to $1.2 million.
Because she told me to.
Where's your wife, Nick?
You need to tell me.
Are you asking me if I killed my wife?
Rated R.
Gone Girl by David Fincher. I actually never read this book. I'd heard a lot of things from friends about it, but I'd never read the book intentionally. I typically don't with a film like this when it's kind of a mystery or whodunit type of thing, just because I don't want to go into the movie knowing kind of how it's going to end. But David Fincher, I truly believe, is one of the best working directors today. I love so many of his movies: Seven, Social Network, Zodiac, and Gone Girl does not disappoint. This is a fantastic movie.
The time is upon us when all must choose which side we are on.
We cannot win this fight.
I will
hide. While others fight our battles for us!
They are my friends.
Will you follow me one last time?
The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies, December 17th. Experience it in IMAX 3D.
Okay, here we go. Top 3. Number 3 is The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. You know, the Hobbit movies have really got a lot of backlash from people that they're not as good as The Lord of the Rings and they don't really follow the book. Personally, and this is just my opinion, I like the Hobbit films as much as I like The Lord of the Rings. I don't know if you can see behind, I have a Lord of the Rings poster, so it's probably not a surprise that The Hobbit fell onto this list, but I don't know. These Hobbit films have really meant something to me, and I just love these films. I can seriously watch them over and over. I have the extended editions of Desolation and Unexpected Journey, and I can just put them in at any time, and I'm never bored by them. Peter Jackson, I'll really be curious to see what he does after the Hobbit films.
Mankind was born on Earth. It was never meant to die here.
You're the best pilot we ever had, and this is the mission we were trained for.
We have a plan to find a planet that can habitate the people that are living on the Earth.
You have no idea when you're coming back.
I'm coming back.
Every hour on that planet will be 7 years back on Earth.
Oh, you're not prepared for this. Our mission does not work if the people on Earth are dead by the time we pull it off.
You might have to decide between seeing your children again and the future of the human race.
I'm not gonna make it!
Hang on! We'll find a way. We always have.
Interstellar.
I probably watched one trailer and then that was it. And it was great. I knew that this was a movie that needed to be seen on the big screen at least once, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. A lot of people have gone back and forth that there's some plot holes and there's parts of the story they didn't really connect with, I guess is the easiest way to say. Me and my good friend went to see it and we loved it. It was a really, really cool film, and I can't wait to be able to own it and watch it again. I haven't seen it since the first time, but this was really a film that really engaged me in the conversation afterwards. And we both thought that it was easily one of the best films of the year. And I've been a huge fan of Christopher Nolan for a long time, and there's just no way that I could have this list without putting Interstellar on it.
Who was this guy? He used to be Birdman.
You were a movie star, remember?
Why don't you get your wings and your bird suit, man?
You're becoming a trending topic.
This is the kind of review that turns people into living legends.
Let's show them what we're capable of.
This movie is absolutely... there's not even words for me to really describe this to you. If you have not seen Birdman and you watch none of these other movies, watch Birdman if nothing else. This is a film about redemption and the film industry and the people working in it, and whether people know it or not, most people do probably by this point, but the whole film is shot and edited to look like it's one continuous scene. And I had never seen anything like that before, but it's overall basically Michael Keaton's portrayal as this character, and it's just absolutely breathtaking. There's really not words for me to describe how perfect this film is to me, and it comes out in about 2 weeks, and I'm just on edge waiting for it to be able to watch it again. So that's it. That's my top 2014 films. That's just my opinion, but my question to you is, what is your favorite film of the year, or what are some of your favorites? Put some in the comments below. I would love to be able to see it and see what you guys think. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter handle is DanInPublic. And until next time, guys, take it easy.